Okay, today we're up to probably my favorite pedal. One of, it's got to be in my top five easy, and it is the Dd7 Digital Delay by Boss. So two outputs here, so you can do some fancy stuff with that. Two inputs, so actually three inputs, sorry. I just felt it there with my hand. So you can put an FS5 switch. Holy shit. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'll show you what you can put there. Okay, production value -5. Anyway, so I'm assuming it's an FS5. Doesn't say. But if you wanted to set, say, something like that up, you can actually pair this with this. So you can tap the tempo over here on your FS5U. That'll affect the delay in that. I couldn't be bothered doing that, but that's your options. So you have two. I don't know if the FS6 will work. I think just because it's a tempo, it's only doing one operation. I'm probably sure that you should pair it with the FS5U, which I've mucked around with it before and it is fucking dope. So you can do that. Do that in your spare time. I'm not going to do it today. Okay, so what do we got? Let's just double check. All the Boss pedals have this sort of weird setup going on. That's where your battery is. Try not to leave the batteries in under there. It's easy to forget on these. Okay, heavy duty. I like the switches. They're quiet. I mean, I kind of like them better than like the these ones. If I can reach over, these sort of things. I mean, you can, if you put like a bit of foam tape in underneath there on that shelf there, I mean, you can get them pretty quiet compared to that. Okay, so we got a shit ton of effects on here, and all delay related, of course. Okay, so we've got an LED, we've got the effects level, which we're going to leave on 12, feedback, D time, which I guess is duration time, or delay time between delays, min, max, for all them three. And then here with this setting, we got so much stuff. Generally, they're just pretty much like delay types, sort of, until you get halfway around. So we got a 3200 millisecond delay there, 800 millisecond, 250 millisecond. Then we have a hold function, which I'm assuming is just going to be like a sort of like a freeze pedal. If you know which company makes that one, Electro Harmonics, their freeze pedal. So it's going to be a case of playing a chord, hitting that, and it'll just sustain until you probably double tap it again, which is probably here. Stop, hold, press twice. So I'm assuming press it twice in quick succession, that'll turn that the hold function off. Next we have a modulate. So when we get around to like the 9 o'clock position, we have a modulate function, we have an analog delay function, and then we have a reverse function. And this shit's the bee's knees. To be honest, if if you want a delay pedal and you can afford one of these, or you have access to one of these, yeah, give it a go, give it a try. They're very good. So instead of me talking shit for the rest of the day, let me plug in input mono output A. So I'm going into A, coming out of A, checking that that's correct, which it is. Hit some volume, no, because we haven't even plugged it in yet. Okay, excellent. So let's just go through, let's go 50% on everything to begin with, and we'll slowly work our way through. Get some volume. Now, like, the modulation function on this is unreal. So that's off. Let me just bring that closer to me so I can see. Okay, so that's set on 3200, 3200 milliseconds. So we can just quickly drop that back a little. I just really, really like delays, so. So, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 basic delays that then you can sort of adjust with your delay time here, the amount of feedback here. So you can quickly dial stuff in, which I like. So let's try the hold function, which I'm assuming you press once to hold. Let me just do it on like a D. Like it's weird. It's not quite like a freeze, I don't think. It sort of is. I don't know. You just can figure out whatever the hell that does. I'm not doing it. There is red light, I guess, is record. Press it once, it goes to green. I don't understand. And then it sort of plays the one chord. And then orange, I guess, is overdub. Oh, okay. So it's like a little loop pedal. Okay, let's stop that. Okay, so you got like a tiny loop pedal. I don't know how long you could record for. But this is where the magic happens. Okay, and just remember we got all this on 12. So now we are on Modulate without it. to analog, which I think is the closest to a traditional analog delay that you can get. And then next, a little gimmicky, but it's kind of cool, is the reverse function. So the delays are actually in reverse, which is kind of cool. So that's pretty much it. You can plug this into it. Let me just do this. I suppose I should. Okay, so you can set this up. Let me just bring that in closer. So if you wanted to, you could do something like this. Let's go analog delay, I guess, and I think this should work if we tap the tempo. 1. So that should give us, what's that, 110 probably? 110, 120 tempo. Modulate because I like that. Let's go 1 skip 2 3 skip 2 3 skip. Pretty much it. So you can pair it up with a lot of different things. You can add this foot switch, which makes it easy for quickly dialing in your tempos, which is like pretty fantastic. I like that. I mean, LED indicates sort of like your beat, I guess, or your tempo. You can split it between 2 different house monitors, so you could probably have like a pan effect, maybe, or, you know, say left speaker, right speaker, which is kind of cool. And I guess, to be honest, I don't know what input B does. Somebody else can research that. Maybe you could have like a second instrument plugged in. I assume so. So that's it. That is the Digital Delay Dd7. I'm going to give that, I mean, I have to. The amount of shit that you can do with it is pretty amazing. So that is, I'm giving that 3 picks out of 3, even though I'm sort of making it up as I go along. Anyway, Boss, Digital Delay Dd7, good shit. Cheers, have a good one.